Welcome back to the Morgan Show. I'm Ola Jamoke Oni.
And I'm Brandon Henry. And we're back in Norfolk, Virginia for day 2 of the MEAC basketball tournament, where our men's basketball team facing against Howard University. Let's get started. There were many things in Scope Arena for people to see and behold. Jamoke, what were some of the things that you saw in the crowd as well as in the game that you liked today?
Well, Brandon, it was a whole lot going on in Scope Arena, and I was just super excited to be in the space. It was a space where stakes were really high. It was all or nothing. So you really saw that translate throughout the whole arena, the whole space. And ultimately, I was super excited to see the cheerleaders, the mascots, the fans in the stands, the coaches, and ultimately just seeing everyone push forward and trying to execute and do their best to come out on top as far as the game was concerned. How about you?
I like some of the things that you listed as well, the cheerleaders, the bands, the alumni from every school. As far as our game against Howard, although we will lose 65-78, I like the back and forth talk, the banter. Both of the coaches will draw technicals due to them disagreeing with foul calls. There's a lot of pushing. Our Will Thomas scored 27 points today, and Bryce Harris of Howard had 28. So it was a back and forth battle. Although we didn't get the win, it was still a good thing to see, and I enjoyed the atmosphere overall.
The men's season has now come to an end. Brandon has the game report, and I have the overall season report. The season for the Morgan State's men's basketball team came to an end on Thursday. Despite the loss, players and coaches were encouraged and are looking forward to returning next season. The Bears currently have no seniors on their team, and head coach Kevin Brodus says he anticipates the entire team returning next season.
We have a really good nucleus to bring back next year, and the one thing I've learned in my 5 years being here at Morgan in the MEAC, the team that usually has the most returners that contribute, not just the most returners, that contribute, is usually one of the most successful teams in the league.
The Bears finished with an overall record of 11-21 and were 7-7 in the MEAC. They finished 5th in the conference this season and were 7th seed in the tournament.
You get better in the offseason, and we got to take this offseason real serious.
Morgan had its share of ups and downs that were frustrating for both players and coaches. Brodus said to take the team to the next level, they would have to commit to the development in the offseason and be just as good both on and off the court.
I take my hat off to them. They played a really good game. You know, we had spurts, but truthfully, we beat ourselves.
Brodus says he has coached for 33 years, and among those years, he has won 9 championships. The other times he spent losing, he said.
Like I told them, don't sit in there and cry and break up stuff, and, this is a part of life. Can't win them all. It's what you do now after to get ready for the next chapter,
This new chapter that awaits seems to be bright.
You guys stick to the correct principles, doing the right thing in the classroom, showing up on time, just everything. It all comes to play.
Both Will Thomas and Cameron Hobbs agreed with their coach about the future.
I'm Brandon Henry reporting from Scope Arena in Norfolk, Virginia, where Morgan State's men's basketball team just lost to Howard 65-78. The Bears had multiple runs throughout the game, bringing the deficit down to just 2 points, but they ultimately couldn't complete the comeback.
Howard won, the better team won tonight, and, we just got to learn from it.
Howard made shots when it mattered the most, and there was a feeling throughout the arena that the Bears may complete the comeback like they did on January 27th, rallying from down 12 to win 85-79. Howard had other plans this time, hitting back-to-back three-point shots to extend its lead to 8, and that signaled the end for Morgan State.
We can't afford to let a team shoot 80% from 3 the second half. They were 4 for 5. That's a remedy for disaster.
Injuries and rebounds were the story of the game. With the Bears already missing guard Kyron Oliver and guard Winston Tass playing through a broken finger on the shooting hand, the Bears were at a heavy disadvantage. Losing the rebound battle 38-28 didn't help either. The Howard also got 11 second chance points, which ultimately would put the game to rest.
But as far as the technical, I'm baffled about that one because the referee that called it, I wasn't even talking to.
I was fighting for one of my young men. And I just want, they know that. And they understand that I'm going to do everything to fight for our team and to make sure that we have a opportunity to have an equal, fair game.
Players were left teary-eyed with the outcome of the game.
Don't sit in there and cry and break up stuff, and this is a part of life.
When he was talking about the crying and all that, that was really me. I'm just trying to get all this in because I really don't like losing. And
The Bears had a good chance early in the game, tying the score at 25-all with 7 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. Howard then outscored the Bears 15-6 to take a 40-31 lead going into halftime.
Morgan runs a very complicated, intricate offense. It's the Princeton offense, and they do it against man and zone. And it tests your patience, it tests your discipline.
Howard was led by Bryce Harris with 28 points, and Morgan's own Will Thomas had 27. The Bears' season ends today, but there seems to be a lot to look forward to next year. I'm Brandon Henry.
And I'm Olajumoke Oni. And Brandon, although our stay wasn't very long, I'm super excited to head back to Baltimore and cover the remaining sports on our campus.
As well as softball, track and field, and spring practice for football. It's a lot to look forward to.
I agree.
And from all of us here at The Morgan Show,
Thanks for watching.
Tell my story across the world, look mama, I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm a man, but I still cry, and it's hard to sleep right at night. See, I'm a soldier, and I'm getting closer to the life that I like. Cause we getting older, life getting shorter, married to match my off-white. Really living a movie.